Hi, everybody, and welcome. I'm Aurora. This shape that I'm holding is the flying rainbow lasagna. If these words sound familiar, it's because I've probably been saying them for 10 years. You might be new. You might be a person who's very new to my work, but I am celebrating 10 years of being able to teach lessons for full spectrum humans, my original curriculum of cosmic information. I would call it higher dimensional math. Just putting down my water over there. Higher dimensional math and concepts for spiritual attainment and spiritual freedom. So first of all, I am a galactic walk-in. Welcome. I hope that people will find this video. I hope that you will, I hope that it will be more people than the ones that are presently connected to me. I'm hoping to reach a wider audience because I already have, I feel, an amazing group of people that have been taking my class for 10 years, because once you enroll, you don't have to enroll again. So this is an invitation to enroll in the 2024 semester, which begins on January 17th. There is tuition. Once you pay tuition through any of these various different means, you never have to pay again. So I have hundreds of students actually from the past 10 years who remain in the class. And I love that it's a one-room schoolhouse. And I love that we have experts that are already very familiar with the concepts that I teach about, and totally new people who might not know about anything. And this might be completely new to you. So I send this message out to new people. The tuition is $200. That includes both levels 1 and 2. I used to make them separate. I don't anymore. Now I have everything, I joke, smooshed together into one big giant class that involves both the beginner introductory stuff and also the more advanced stuff. If you're wondering what is going on with me, I walk on a treadmill while I do all of my videos now. It's part of health and vitality and also maintaining my waveform presence, because I'm definitely a dancer of energy and feel a lot more comfortable just continually moving throughout my day. You can also enroll by becoming a patron at $25 per month or more. And I highly recommend that because, again, I have an amazing group of people over there on Patreon, wonderful conversations I'm able to share in a completely unfettered way without concern for any keywords or unmentionables. I clutch my pearls, the things that I can't openly speak about for fear of being deplatformed in some places, but which I can speak about very, very openly on my Patreon, things that basically might threaten the current power structure. But I speak about them very openly. And also my Patreon has a wonderful chat room that you don't even have to be a patron to be a part of it. There's a great community over there, and you'll save your sanity. You'll find community. You'll find people who think like you and know that you're not alone in the world, and your spiritual energy will be lifted up and you'll feel like you can keep going. Truly wonderful people over there on my Patreon. And also I do give scholarships. So if you're a person who's been always watching my stuff, wanting to participate, wanting to be fully enrolled, because when you're fully enrolled, you get access to all of the recorded whiteboards. It's my curriculum from 10 years ago. It's all original material that I developed from inner vision. So nothing that I read in a book by somebody else, all information that came through direct seeing and direct knowing inside of me. And that I joke about this. Like when I first came here, I was not very articulate, like as a walk-in. I came here over 20 years ago. And mostly I communicated in visual arts, some music, and of course in dance. And people didn't really comprehend my message. And then what happened was 10 years ago, I was like, it was actually 2012, December 21st, 2012. And I was like, I'm going to have to figure out a good way to communicate this stuff to people, because people aren't really getting it that much. And that was when I really went on a journey to improve my articulation, because I was not very good with words. So I had to work on my articulation and find a way to break down these really complex concepts of higher dimensional math into ways that would be accessible and build incrementally in exactly the same way that you learn math in your world now. So I had to learn, how do people learn? And then once I learned how you learn, which is basically you have to chop things up into manageable pieces, then I developed my curriculum, which is chopping up these larger, holistic, somewhat overwhelming cosmic truths into manageable bite-sized pieces. That's what the class is. When you enroll, you get access to all of those original whiteboards. And then also each Wednesday, so that's coming up tomorrow, at 2 p.m. Pacific time, I do my live presentations. And if you would like to be a part of the live presentations when they are actually ongoing, as opposed to merely receive or watch the archive later, then you need to be an enrolled student. And of course, I want to make sure that this is accessible to people even beyond the ability to pay for it. So even if you don't have resources, but you would still like to be a part of my course, contact me. I do have scholarships. I do have alternative energy arrangements. I have all sorts of things. People have sent me crystals. People have sent me artwork, a beautiful hand-knit scarf. Like, I have real treasures that people sent me that was what they had in order to share, because I consider Flying Rainbow Lasagna is a real gift. I'm here in this world of commodification, and I have to take care of my responsibilities and pay for my rent and my software and my electrons flowing in a wire, just like all of you do as well. So of course I ask for wonderful tuition and contributions and energy exchange. But really, my motivation is to share this higher dimensional truth and to help plant seeds in your mind that will guide your life and influence your whole entire culture as a human dynamic into a much more positive direction. So that's the basic of why I came here as a walk-in, not only perceiving the very, very unjust and unfair death of this particular body that was about to happen and destabilize time everywhere, but also recognizing that if I backbended here and contorted myself into what is essentially my past, that I can influence things and make things go in a much better direction, not only for myself, but for your entire planet. And my mission keeps on being extended. I thought I was going to be done in 2003, but I'm still here because there's more and more and more to do in terms of, I've become really a planetary protector and a protector of the ascension process as the planet is undergoing this spiritual development, and also as each one of you and all organisms here, including like a blade of grass, a microbe, the planet herself, you're all undergoing this amazing ascension experience. And I'm very much here creating a protective force field, helping to make that possible, because you have a lot of things that are also trying to inhibit your journey and stop you from achieving your destination. So yeah, there's a lot here in terms of the freedom fight. And that's why I also ask you to join me over there on Patreon. And what is my class? What's the curriculum? How can you find out about this? So in the description of this video, I have enrollment link, like a form. You can read the entire curriculum there. But basically I teach about, what are these colors? Why am I obsessed with the rainbow? Not just because I think it's pretty. It has nothing at all to do with LGBTQ, even though we love LGBTQ. Your people are fine, but that this is a different thing than that symbol of that level of your culture. This is about time. It is about waveforms. It is about the chakras or energy centers on your body, which is your time body, which is your light body, which is very much about the rate at which your consciousness is moving through the abstract nature of time. What I teach about are maps of time. I also respond to big questions and wonderments that people have. Like, I joke about this existential questions that little children ask their parents, like, Mommy, Daddy, where did I come from? Why am I here? What am I doing here? Why do people die? Why is this stuff going on? Like, I actually answer and speak to all of those questions in terms of the shape of time. So I'm a higher dimensional math teacher. I'm very, very pleased to be able to share this information with you. It is 100% empowering information, 100% truthful, coming from my own inner vision, and not something that I read in a book in a library on Earth or anything like that. And again, something that I would simply share with you openly, if not for the commodification system that we presently are circulating within, navigating through, and the need for me to be able to meet my own, life responsibilities and pay for everything that I need to pay for, including food from the food room, which is known as the grocery store, that you use magical pieces of paper to get your food from. So you guys know all of this. So please support my work. Please enroll. If these ideas are interesting to you, and if you feel that it's something that you would like to know more about, please enroll. Enroll by either following the enrollment link or finding me on Patreon. And also, perhaps you're not ready to enroll. I love and support you anyway. People that watch my work on YouTube, because I have a very, very good, consistent group of people that aren't necessarily on my student email list, but I know that you guys are tuning in for my weekly lessons. Thank you, because you also really help to support my work. I get a small amount of ad revenue from people tuning in to my lectures each week, and you absolutely help to keep the lasagna afloat. So if you are interested in participating in that way, please continue. Please continue. Thank everyone who is a participant, people who are attenuating to my ideas, people who are exposing themselves to this, worldview and higher levels of consciousness. Thank you to the people who like and share my video and bring my work to a larger audience. So that is my goal of why I'm doing this live video right now. I'm hoping to reach people that don't already know about me. I have stuff that's super cool, totally empowering. My teaching style is very fun and lighthearted. So I'm a freedom fighter. I talk about deep stuff. Sometimes we talk about dark topics. I use humor and lightheartedness in order to be able to do that. I'm very much about helping people to feel empowered, not just merely decrying the unfairness of your present level of, power diminishment, but really finding solutions and finding ways for people to be able to not just moan and groan about what is unfair. So I will always offer solutions like the flying rainbow lasagna to your present level of experience. And then people also have said back to me in the comments, they're like, Aurora, we love your sense of humor. And I'm like, good, because I think my sense of humor is bizarre, but I'm very happy that you're able to perceive that and see, because I have a very outsider viewpoint on the things that are going on here. So we use humor. I also use artwork, diagrams, drawings, color, and also music to make the class fun and interesting and engaging. We do math, don't jump out the window. We do geometry, don't run away. It's done in a very, very fun and accessible way. You don't have to be a PhD candidate in order to be able to comprehend these things. You just have to be willing to participate and to go through the cognitive processes of learning about this, because it is like learning to play a grand piano. Like, it's not something easy, like, I can teach you this in 5 minutes. Like, no, actually, I have to teach you music theory. I have to teach you what are all of these different chords, and you have to train your fingers, and you have to learn a whole bunch of stuff. So realistically, it's not fair to expect you to learn lasagna in 5 minutes. It just doesn't happen that way. It's a process, and that's why I also hold the door open for students to be perennial students, to continue to come back every year, because every year you might have grown your muscles, and you're ready to be able to dive into the work on a deeper level. So it's almost time for me to go. I want to make sure, I don't know if there are any comments or anything like that, because I didn't see anything over here, but I'll just say thank you to anybody who watched this video. Thank you to people who find my work and share it with others, and I hope that you will enroll. Thank you so much.